What's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. We finally have the information that we wanted on Igor, or Igor, however you want to pronounce his name. I'm never good at pronouncing names, we all know this. But let's have a little look at Igor. He is a Holy Light Parliament hero, he is attack, he is a mark force as well. Which is interesting that he's force. Mind you, he does look like a force. He looks like a light hero, right? Okay, so let's forget that a moment. Let's have a little look at his skills. If he's going to be worth investing into. Because I'm in two minds still. Okay, but we're going to go through it. We're going to have a discussion about it. I think it's very easy to jump the gun without seeing the statistics of like the multipliers. We all know in the past we've seen previews like this. And then they've been very lackluster when we've seen the actual stats shown. The multipliers of how much damage they deal. Okay, so Brave Punch deals 3 stages of attack damage each to a single enemy, which, okay, multi-hitting is nice currently, especially when the enemies have the apple from Santa as well. Multi-hits are fantastic for that. Now this is the interesting part. All-out strike. Enters the all-out status, deducting 25% of his maximum health at the beginning of his turn for 3 turns. So it does last for 3 turns. All Out will end early if Igor's health is below 25% at the beginning of his turn. So be aware of that. That's quite a possibility. Afterwards grants self an extra action turn. Now, is this instantly? Will this be entering All Out status? Will he get the extra turn? Or does this mean when it ends early, he gets an extra turn? No, it's got to be after he uses the status, right? All Out. Igor gives All Out to fight. Reduces self-defense and tenacity and increases self-leech and piercing rate. Meanwhile, this is a big part. Critical hits are guaranteed for all his attacks. Meaning he could be a huge nuker. You know what it's like when we focus crit damage onto a hero. Look at Slavel. You can end up having huge crit damage. But the multipliers need to be there. Deducts a certain amount of max health at the beginning of self-turn, and this status ends when self-remaining health is lower than the deduction amount. All Out will not be removed at wave transition. That is good to hear. That is very good to hear. Bloody Fight. Reduces Igor's defense and tenacity while he is under the all-out status and increases his leech and piercing rate. Meanwhile, critical hits is guaranteed for all his basic attacks. All Out will not be removed at wave transition. Wait, what? 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 This reads like the same as this. This is... That's the same as this. This is his passive. So why would they put this bit here? That makes no sense to have this here because we can read all of that in his passive. Okay. You know, he has to be under the All Out, and All Out Strike is what turns him into All Out, so... That makes no sense to me. In fact, this means that he's only basically got 2 skills. Really. Because all this is here is a transition into All-Out Strike. It looks like he's got duplicate skills, so these are going to shift in how they work. You know, if this increases, say, to 5 stages of attack or 5 stages... You know, look out. But we need to see the multipliers on these. His final one, God's Anger, deals 3 stages of attack damage each to a single enemy. You can be guaranteed they're going to be hard hitting. Chakram of Bravery. Exclusive level 1. Under the all-out status, Igor ignores... sorry. We'll be very careful here. Igor gains Immortal at the start of his own turn for 2 turns, reducing his health deducted at the start of every turn to 20% of max health. All out will end early if Igor's health is below 20% at the start of his own turn. Okay, wait a minute. So he's reducing his health down to 20%. If he takes one hit, I know he's immortal, but if he takes one hit, he's losing that all-out status. Mind you, he does have leech. He does have leech. So it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Level 2 increases Igor's direct damage by 20% while he is under the all-out status, and additionally increases his direct damage by 0.8% for every 1% of max health he loses, up to 40%. When Igor attacks bosses, increases his direct damage by a fixed 60% while he is under the all-out status. This is nice. At level 2. Level 3. The higher the enemy's target's health percentage is, the higher the damage God's Anger deals, up to 50%. I don't know, guys. Okay, let's have a little brief review here. He has Leech, Piercing Ray, and guaranteed critical hits. That in itself is fantastic. He's definitely a late game hit. No, he could be early as well. Easy to gear. I need to see his multipliers. You will see another video later on when the patch lands, showing the figures, or you'll see it tomorrow. Okay, I promise you, I'll get this out because it's important. We know if this dude, he does look like a hunk, right? He does look like a hunk. Good. We need to. Holy Light Parliament. He's going to be huge for Faction Abyss. He's going to be absolutely massive for Faction Abyss. We lack in Holy Light Parliament at the moment. He could be huge for Faction Abyss. But don't forget as well, he's going to go into a normal hero pool. And as we know, let's go into the patch notes. As we know, this Paulin, Igor, Melia, Slavel, Nidrold is the absolute beast of a Miracle Wish Up for all of you. This is a massive Miracle Wish Up. Now, consider this a moment. Are we going to be able to compare Igor to the likes of Paulin? If you're pulling on Miracle Wish, this is your pity selection. This is your pity selection all day long. You want him at exclusive 1, okay? Exclusive 1, he becomes so valuable in PvP. That is your goal. Exclusive 1 Paulin. Ignore the rest. It's a limited time hero. Don't be silly pulling for Igor, Melia, or Slaval, or Nidrold. Don't get me wrong, they're fantastic heroes. But we can get those at any point in the game. This dude, however, quite possibly, it's only a one-time hero. And he could be huge. He is huge. He is huge. So, your goal. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you all, okay? We looked at his exclusives, Paulin's. We've looked at them. I'm going to say to you, exclusive 2 is the goal. Because exclusive 2 makes him massive in the fact that we don't need speed on him. We can build him slow and he's going to increase his self-turn meter. Exclusive 3 is very niche. It's very niche and targeted to really late game players because you get that extra turn. Do we need it? Essentially, no. But is it nice? Yes. If you're pulling for Paulin, if you're a spender, your goal is E2. If you're not a big spender, you just want to get one copy of him and be happy. Be happy, okay? If you get an E1 Paulin, you should all be super happy because that is good enough. He's fantastic at E0. He's fantastic at E0. He's god tier at E0. I give you my word on that. I give you my word on that. He is god tier at E0. At E1, he's just... That effect resistance boost is huge for Arena. E2. Wow. Incredible. Can't get any higher than God tier, right? I'm trying. Igor, we need to know. We need to know more on his multipliers. I'm not going to say he's OP right now because I don't want to misinform you guys. He reads very, very nice. He's very similar to Slavau in the sense that he gets full crit rate, even though Slavau is all the time. He doesn't self buff attack up, but he's also similar to Gustav in one way as well. Interesting hero, to say the least. Melia, of course, we know she's amazing. Slavau, amazing. Nidrold, amazing. Melia and Nidrold are your big targets, other than Paulin. If you've got bleed teams, Slavau and Nidrold are your secondary targets, until we know more about Igor. Lily, Crayon, Dustin are your targets in the epics. Dustin is huge. I know a lot of people need Dustin still. Huge for Blue Tower. Crayon, very good for Green Tower as well. And Lily is going to be very interesting for some good comps. And Gunner, we have as food, I think. Okay, enough on that. Paulin is your target. If you're happy with how Paulin is exclusive, start pulling for Melia and Nidrold. Yeah, this is a big miracle up. I just don't, I'm not saying you guys should go all out on it, but this is a very good chance for some of you to get the heroes that you want. These are, we have 3 God tier heroes and we have 1 S plus over there in Slavau. It's not very often you come across that. And Igor, I think, by looking at him about his multipliers, he's definitely going to be an S hero. An S tier hero. Could be S plus. Potentially God if he can challenge the likes of Lucifer. If not, if he can't, then I'm sorry. Not going to be quite there. Okay. Don't forget, Igor will go into the standard wish pool after. Paulin will not. Right, okay. Another thing that's happened. Yesterday, we got told it was a 20% upgrade on Supreme Wishes. However, it's 2%. 2%. We kind of knew this was coming, right? Gutted. What is 2% going to do for anyone? What the hell is 2% going to do for anyone? What is 2%? Nothing. Nothing. That is bad. That is bad. At least, 20%, yes, okay, may have been a little bit overkill, but at least 10%. Come on. Come on. A Supreme Wish is the most expensive wish in the game. It should be at least 10%. Because right now, this is way worse than the lower the pity. Way worse. January 24th, 26th for this. Number 3, the trio match is available from the 23rd to 26th. The hero reward for this session is Zia in Hero Quest, Added the filter feature to equipment in which you can filter out equipment with your selected entries. This is going to be nice. It's going to be a slight different to how we see it now. Okay. Feature adjustments optimize the coexistent rules of buffs. Heroes can now have both Taunt and Stealth, but only Taunt will take effect. Added start on auto feature to the battle preparation screens in Guild Boss. Added the overview of Incarnate Sanctuary effects, the equipment chest details in Dwarven Ruins. Number 4, optimize the display of selected quality in equipment and artifact. Sale, this will be handy. I'd like to see that, how it works. Updated the following system UIs, levels upgraded, Forge and Events. Fixed the bug that sometimes caused the abnormal display of opponents' lineups in a guild arena when the next day starts. That's handy. You can access more information about feature adjustments and fixed bugs in-game notice board on January 19th, which is tomorrow. I don't know what to say about this guy. I've said enough. But on the final note, who else is loving the Guild Boss rewards? Who else is absolutely loving the Guild Boss rewards? They're absolutely fantastic. Like, literally so good. I had double Supreme Wishes last night. I was like, what is this? Like, crazy. And on another note, don't forget, I've partnered up with Aptoid as well. So if you want to save some money on your purchases in Infinite Magicraid, make sure you click in the link in the description below and you can watch that video on how to save yourself some money. Adds up to 26%. It's a huge saving. I recommend all of you take part in it. And yes, of course, I do benefit from it as well. So you'll be supporting me in return. So thank you everyone for watching the video. Take care. Have a great day or evening, wherever you are. And make sure you leave a comment below. Let me know your thoughts on Igor.